Are you surprised that some of the graduates of business courses cannot even answer your business questions? Have you met people who finished business courses but who are struggling in business? Do you feel that you cannot succeed in business because you do not have a business diploma? If you have any of those questions, know that in this episode, we'll be talking about the fifth and the last of the five things they did not teach you in school about business that you should watch out for. Let me tell you another story today. I will never buy from this brand again, my husband said angrily the other day. After waiting for many minutes on his cell phone to talk to a live customer service agent, he was asked to call a different number because they belong to the customer service department and they cannot solve maintenance problems. So he called the maintenance department. And after he did that, his call was passed from one person to another person for a few minutes before he finally got attended to, only to be told that they could not help him because they no longer carry the parts of the model that we have. How many times has that happened to you, whether as a customer, a supplier, or an employee? What if the customer or the supplier or even the employee decides to leave the company? Your business suffers, right? You see, it all starts in schools. Teachers are divided into departments, and more often than not, they don't talk to each other about how to work together in helping students learn. Each teacher focuses on teaching her own subject without finding out what is exactly needed by the student to be able to integrate all her learning with all the other subjects. Sadly, because if this was the way a business owner was trained, this is also how she perceives business in terms of departments. And it takes her a long time to realize that for a business to succeed, all the subjects, all the departments have to be integrated and to be interrelated. That was also what I learned the hard way in the last 40 years that I was in business. I did not like accounting. I never did, and I don't think I'll ever will. I did not like accounting and finance. I still do not. So I felt that with accounting and finance department, they will just have to take care of everything. As someone who is basically shy, I also could not sell. So I left sales to the sales department head. But I loved HR, marketing, and the purchasing inventory departments. So as a business owner, that was where I spent my time because those were the departments I would love to focus on. And that was disastrous for me. There came a time when we were marketing very well. We had lots of inventory and we hired good people for sales. The problem was that our sales staff did not have the process and systems needed for them to be motivated towards sales. What was happening was that we required them to make so many reports for marketing and finance. They were too busy making reports to sell. As a result, our sales suffered. We were not able to sell enough for us to really make money. Now, I love purchasing, so we kept buying and buying beautiful merchandise to sell. But because sales were low, we borrowed to pay our suppliers again and again. All I monitored were the payments to the suppliers and to the creditors. I just made sure that we had money to fund our checks. Little did I know that we had too much inventory in our stores and that interest expense we were paying was eating up all our profits. It was only later that I learned this valuable lesson. We cannot have favorite tasks in business. We need to do everything together at the same pace, whether we like the tasks or not. This is why with my mentees in my programs, I would emphasize this. Everything in business is interrelated. And even if you're starting your business alone, even if you do not like to, you have to learn how to do everything. What I noticed is that the thing most of my mentees hate is the accounting part of the business, including those who finish business courses in the best schools. I was just talking with someone the other day and she told me that she's only using simple accounting. When I asked what it is, she said that she only monitors the payables and receivables. She also lists down their daily sales. But like most of my mentees, she enjoys selling and purchasing. A lot of my mentees love production, especially when they are creative. They love baking and the creation of new products so much that they make their business with that as an excuse for not doing the accounting. Anyway, Mommy and they would say, I'm the only one handling the money and I will not steal from myself, right? They'd say, I've also followed your advice to pay myself a salary first and keep all the money in the business, so I don't see the need for accounting because it is such a boring and repetitive task. Now, I don't blame you. I had an employee who had a home business on the side, and she's even a CPA who used to head our accounting department. I was surprised to learn that she had no accounting in her business, in her own business for the same reason. She shared that her husband wanted to see the financial statements of their business, but she replied, I'm tired the whole day looking at numbers already. When I get home, please give me a break. We can live without accounting, that's what she said, but she was wrong. Without proper accounting, what she only saw was the flow of money in her business. She did not know how much she made from each product. She did not see which of the products were selling fast and which were draining them, selling slow. She did not see which of her products could she just have focused on so that she would have made more profits. She did not see that also selling those other products only ate up her time and her money. So the business of that CPA went bankrupt only after 2 years. So remember, even if you have departments which you love running, you need to focus more on those which you do not enjoy. An alternative is to get someone who is really good to handle those departments. But you still need to make sure that those departments are growing as fast as your other departments when you grow your business. Let me repeat, all the other areas of business are important and are interrelated. They do not stand alone. One area affects all others. And this is why we have to make sure that all of them grow at the same pace to be able to support each other. Make sure someone is taking good care of areas you do not personally like so that it does not become the weakest link of your business. And remember that your business is only as good as your weakest department. This is Mommy N, your Mommy Negosyo saying, be business minded.